A long time ago, I heard a rumour that I dismissed, a rumour that I thought cannot be true, that Alex Kurtzman has refused to do Legacy because he wasn't involved and it was too popular. If true, does that mean that Kurtzman really is a Weasley, petty little man? Allegedly. This is the Tack and Pulse podcast, your place for sci-fi, news, rumour and debate.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.
As I said, I may have mentioned this in a couple of videos in the past, but I will have said to you at the time, I don't believe it. Because if this is true, it would make Alex Kurtzman the most petty man in Hollywood that I've ever heard of. And to be honest, Hollywood is full of petty men that basically are very full of themselves, and if they didn't do it, they basically have a strop and throw their toys out of the pram and say that everything else is crap. Hollywood is also full of amazing people that just love the art. But look, anything that you have like this, you're going to have people with egos. But what is exactly the rumour? Well, I've been told a couple of times now by different people that the reason why we haven't had Legacy is because he has blocked it. Alex Kurtzman has blocked it every step of the way. Going back to immediately after Picard Season 3, before Terry Matalas had signed up for Disney and signed up to do the TV shows he's doing over there, Terry Matalas was willing to do it, was geared up to do it, had basically done all of Picard Season 3 to do Legacy, and Alex Kurtzman blocked it. He blocked it because he had very little to do. He was an executive producer, but that was all. He was off doing other things. And it was the most popular thing that's been done under Kurtzman era. It got onto the Nielsen rating list. It actually, I think, topped the Nielsen rating list when it was being released. It has had a phenomenal effect on us fans. We did yell and get overexcited when the Enterprise D appeared. And even though that show had huge problems, it brought back so much nostalgia and actually got me to a point where I was waking up on the morning that Picard episodes dropped, excited to see them. I was actually watching them before I went to work because I was so excited to see them. And that's not how I feel about Star Trek at the moment, normally. The odd episode here and there, obviously. The murder mystery episode in Season 3 I got really excited about, and then it was crap. But, there is the odd episode here and there. I do get carried away a little bit sometimes. But I've not had that Picard Season 3 feeling regarding Star Trek for a very long time. And I want it back. So could this be true, considering I've heard it from multiple sources? Well, we've got a few other bits of evidence to suggest it is. For one thing, we know from Jerry Ryan that not long after Picard Season 3 ended, again, before Terry Matalas signed on to work with Disney, Secret Hideout pitched a show to Paramount and to Jerry Ryan. And Jerry Ryan refused to do it. She said it's not Legacy. So she said no. It was apparently not going to be aboard the Enterprise G. That would have actually been a good thing. I hate the Enterprise G. Stupid ship. And it was going to be something else, 7 of 9. She refused to do it, and I'm told Paramount were not going to let her do it anyway because there was no chance they were going to greenlight it. Again, though, at that stage, Matalas could have done Legacy. He hadn't signed a contract with anyone else. It was geared up to do. But Kurtzman wouldn't pull the trigger. He never pitched an idea to Paramount that would have allowed the show to happen. Furthermore than that, he still refuses to pitch a Legacy show to Paramount. I have been told repeatedly that Skydance really want Legacy. They see that as a way of kickstarting Star Trek under their era, under their command. And Kurtzman and Secret Hideout just won't do it. Apparently they are now trying to put together something that's a Legacy adjacent. Basically because they've been threatened to, and they've been told, you pitch something because we really want it. And, well, their new contract is, let's say, at risk. And it just looks like he's still dragging his feet now. we know for a fact, really, that Metellus would come back. As soon as he had the time to do it, he would come back. We know for a fact Skydance want it. It's Kurtzman that doesn't seem to want to do it. He is co-show running Academy. That is, again, his baby. He picked that over Legacy. That is not really in dispute. Discovery was very much his baby, particularly the early seasons. That is basically why we've now got Academy, because it's a run-off from that. Again, not a show a lot of Star Trek fans really want to see. We don't want to see any more Academy, and we don't really want to see that era anymore either. And the starship designs are so stupid. The new starship design for the Academy ship, the ship that the rookies go and use, looks ridiculous. I would still say Discovery looks stupid. And other than maybe the Archer, I quite like the Archer, all of the ships in that period are stupid. The detached nacelles, I'm sorry, they're stupid. Whether you think they look nice or not. Imagine one of those ships going up against the Borg and they go, oh, detached nacelles. They must be being attached by some sort of energy or magnetic field, and they just figure out a way to counter it. And all of a sudden, your warp engines fall off. I don't see any benefit to it other than they thought it looked modern and it looked cool and it was exciting. Other than that, there's no reason for it. And they've tried to make up reasons like, oh, it helps with warp vectoring. I'm just like, nah, it's bollocks. I'm sorry, it doesn't make any sense. I don't want to see any more of that. I want to see contemporary Star Trek, the contemporary timeline, the timeline following Picard Season 3. I want to see more of that era of Star Trek. I want to continue the Star Trek I love, back when Star Trek was good. But it seems that the reason why we're not getting it is Alex Kurtzman. And the only way to explain that at this point, it is a petty, loathsome little man that actually thinks if he didn't do it, it's just not worth doing. Now, again, allegedly. I don't want to get sued. So I hear this rumour over and over again, and it's the only real explanation I can come up with. Apparently, people that have worked with him feel this way. I hope it's not true. I hope that nobody in the industry would feel that way. And to be honest, I've never met Alex Kurtzman. I never will. So I cannot put my hand on my heart and say whether this is true or not. But it's a rumour that seems to keep persisting, and there is certain evidence that tends to suggest it might be true. And to be honest, that's sad. Could you imagine Rick Berman doing something like this? I just don't see it. But guys, get into the comments and tell me what you think. Does this side make sense? Are you following my logic? Is the couple of pieces of evidence that we've seen convincing? Don't just think about your personal opinion based on Alex Kurtzman because of the Star Trek he's made, but the evidence. It's convinced me. Get into the comments though and tell me exactly what you think. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification. It really helps us out and you'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can become a member of the channel and get to see a lot of these videos way before everybody else. Go check that out too. As always, please stay safe and I'll see you next time.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.